Hey, it's May here. I was asked a question about how do you supplement your income? So the person writes, my job is satisfying to me except for the paycheck. I work in academia, so I'm not alone. I need 25K more per year. How do I tease out what's best in the options that I have? I can afford to go 3 or 4 months without income and need healthcare insurance coverage. So this person has listed out 5 options, 2 of which involve leaving the university, 3 of which involve staying at the university and adding something on the side. And so when you're looking at these options, I always think that it's so important to focus on doing things that you not only like to do, but that you're also really great at doing, or I should put it the other way around. Things that you're great at doing and that you love to do. So when you're looking for that new role or that side hustle, you want to still make sure you're doing things that are really in your sweet spot. With that said, I think the decision-making filter that I use with my clients might be just the thing to help you here. So the way I work with my clients is that I ask them to do some thinking and some research. So some thinking about what are the really important things for them, the criteria that will be important to be true once they've taken on this new role or new package of roles. And then to list those criteria on a decision filter. So it looks kind of like this. So in the first column, you would write down what criteria are important to you. Must help me make 25K more. Must have health insurance. Maybe there's some other things like no commute or uses my analytical ability, whatever it might be. And then you want to figure out how important that criterion is to you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highest, 1 being lowest. So then you can do a weighting for each one. And then you lay out your 5 options or however many you have and assess each of the options according to the criteria. Again, rating it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. And then you can do a score at the bottom. In fact, if you're an academic, you probably are going to do a weighted average score. This is not even going to be rigorous enough. So this is kind of a back of the envelope, gut check type of analysis if you're an academic. For the rest of us, it's pretty darn good. Anyway, so when you get the score, you can compare across. You can also decide, is there a minimum score that it must meet in order for the option to even make sense to think about. So that's one way for you to decide which of those options really makes the most sense to continue along with. Now, once you do this analysis, then I urge you to do what I call experiments. So if it turns out that setting yourself up to be an independent consultant and leaving the university altogether turns out to be the best option, you don't want to just make this complete switch from A to Z all at once. You want to make sure you try it out a little bit and make sure you're right about some of the assumptions that you're making. Maybe you're going to love it, maybe you're going to hate it, but see if you can do what I call these small experiments, which is the smallest action you can take that still gives you relevant information about whether or not you're on the right track with that option. So go do some experiments before you go jump in and dive in at the deep end. I hope this is helpful to you. I'd love to hear what you decide to do, and I'd love to hear how it turns out. So please leave me a comment below.